Good morning. Wow, it is the first day of December. It's December 1st. I'm Armstrong Williams. President Barack Obama has a major address tonight on Afghanistan. It's in prime time. I don't know why we need a national press conference for the president to have made a decision long ago about Afghanistan. I admit the president is between a rock and a hard place on Afghanistan. And he is, okay, no matter how much we may find ourselves critical of him, he's between a rock and a hard place. Look, we criticized the president on China, and guess what? News reports are now coming out that the president had an impact on the Chinese leader when it comes to sanctions against Iran, not the kind of sanctions and support the United States have gotten in Iran for at least 4 years. And what I learned from that is that you cannot, because people, especially on the Asian continent, especially the Japanese and the Chinese, they're very respectful. They never show their hand. They play very close to the vest. And we in the media are so anxious to say that the president was a failure or a success that we don't want to give it a chance to percolate weeks after the meeting to see if there was an impact. And obvious, some very good things have come out of China. And you have to give President Barack Obama some credit. And more things may come. And so we have to have the courage and integrity to say that we may have misjudged the president in China. The jury is still out. And so, and I understand that the president does not want to go into Afghanistan like President Bush did in Iraq. People criticize the opposite way of going in like a gangster, making a quick decision, and the number of casualties, not just on the American side, but on the Iraqi side. And so, while we may say the president has no backbone, he should just make a decision about just troop insurgency, I think deep down the president really doesn't want to be in Afghanistan. But I think the reality of listening to General McChrystal and other military leaders, and including former Secretary of State Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice, I think the president has concluded that the cost of withdrawing and the consequences are far greater um, if we do leave, and that he has decided that we need to stay. Now, he's not increasing it to the troop level that the generals want, but we may eventually get there. So you know what? I applaud the president as much as I criticize him, at least for being more methodical, more well thought out, and weighing all options before finally making a decision. And so obviously he's decided to increase the troop presence in Afghanistan. I pray to God that it works. I pray we don't lose any more lives there. And I hope we get out there quickly. And so all we can do is listen to the president tonight, keep him in our prayers, and just hope that whatever he decides going forward will change the situation forever. I'm Armstrong Williams.